Hey everyone, and welcome to the TapSnap tutorial on how to create a logo in GIMP. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a canvas. So the size of the canvas for a logo is going to be 540 by 146 pixels, and it also has to be saved as a PNG. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to File, New, and we're going to punch in the dimensions for the logo, so that's going to be 540 by 146 pixels. And we're not quite done yet. We want to make sure that in this area here, Advanced Options, we're going to click this arrow and we're going to change the fill width section from background color to transparency. And this will just allow for the background to be transparent. And after that, we're going to click OK. And here is our canvas now for the logo here. A lot of the time some people create a logo just with text. I'm going to actually add some icons as well, just so that it looks a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to open the file that I want to be copied onto here. So I'm going to go to File, Open, and you find the file that you're going to be using. I've already clicked on mine, so there we go. We're going to open it. Right, and these are the icons that I'm going to use. You can use whatever you want, but I'm just going to use these. So next we're going to take the rectangle select tool here, and we're just going to click and drag over top of the layer. And after that we're going to go to Edit and then Copy. Basically we're just copying and pasting it. So we're going to go to Copy, go back to our logo canvas, and then Edit and Paste. And now you can see it's a little too big for the size of the canvas. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to scale it back. So we're going to use this tool right here. We're going to click that, and then we're going to click on the icon here. And make sure that this little area is locked here so that when you change the width, the height changes as well. And we're just going to click and drag. And you can see it gets a little bit smaller. I'm going to place it right in the center here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Like that. And then I'm going to hit scale. Alright, so now it's right where I want it to be. Right in the middle and the top there. Okay, and so next thing we're going to do is we're going to add text. So we're going to click on the text icon, which is this one right here. I'm going to click on that, and we're going to click and drag on the create kind of like a text box. All right, I'm going to call this Jared and Jessica. Jared and Jessica. This is the font and actually the size that I'm going to be using. You can change the font or the size on this side here or right here. I like this font, so I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm going to make the font size a little bit smaller. Just going to change that. Perfect. And then after all of that's done, you can move it to wherever you want it to be. I'm going to click on the Move tool now, and I'm just going to move. There we go. Perfect. All right, so that's the text that I'm going to be using. Let me see. I'm actually going to change it to the text to being black. So we're going to go and press the type tool again. I'm just going to click on here and we're going to highlight it. And what we're going to do, this box here, you double click on that and then you can change the color of your text. I'm going to change mine to black. Okay. All right, and so that's what it's going to look like. So this is a logo with a transparent background. I'll show you what it actually looks like. Sometimes when you have a logo and it has a transparent background, it looks really, really good. So this logo would look really good with a green screen that is really light colored, like either white or yellow. Now I actually have an example here for you. And this is what it's going to look like without kind of a white box around it. So the background is transparent. And it looks really, really good and it stands out a lot. If this text were, the same color as the green screen, obviously it wouldn't look very good. Also, if this green screen were a lot darker, say if it were black or if it were blue, the text would not show up at all, so it wouldn't be very good. So this is just an example. Now, say you want to have a green screen and the background is going to be a darker color. You're going to want to fill the background canvas. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the rectangle select tool here. We're going to create another layer here. Press OK, and so there's the layer. We're going to click and drag over top of the canvas. And if nothing happens, that's okay. And we're going to fill it with a different color. I'm just going to go with white for now. So if we want to fill it, we have to make sure that this color right here is white. You just double click on it and then you can pick whichever color you want. I'm just going to stay with white. And then you go Edit, Fill with FG color. Basically means fill with the foreground color, so the white color right here. And now we have a white box. But now you can see that the white box is covering everything. What you'll have to do is you'll take this white box layer, click on it, and drag it behind everything else. So now it's behind all that. All right, and so this is the logo with a white background. You can use this if you want to have a green screen with a darker background. And so now that this is complete, I'm not going to add any more details. You can take a lot more time to add more icons, change the text if you like, but this is just what I'm going to be doing for now. So once you're all finished with the logo, you're going to go to File, Export, not Save, Export. And then we're going to call this Final Logo. And we have to make sure that this is a PNG file. If it's a JPEG, then the background will, no matter what, save as white. It won't save as transparent. So we're going to make sure this says PNG here, but we also have to change this area right here. So we're going to click on this and we're going to look for a PNG file. There it is. Click Export. You can ignore all this, just click Export. And there you go. So what we can do is kind of go back and look and see where it is. Final logo. And so that's your logo. It's saved as a PNG and it's the correct dimensions. So this logo is ready to go into Snapbook. All right, and that's how you create a logo. You can spend as much time as you want on creating it. It can be as detailed as you want. This is just a simple text and icon logo that I've created, and I've shown you how to make sure it's transparent or if it has a colored background. So make sure you watch all the rest of my tutorials on how to create other graphics for TapSnap.